Part 1. Carrot cake has been a staple in American desserts for over 200 years. Originally called a carrot pudding, it was made with grated carrots, nuts, and spices. The first recorded recipe was published in 1796 in New York. The dish became popular after the Civil War when food rationing led to the use of alternative ingredients like carrots. Carrots were abundant and cheap, making them an ideal substitute for expensive sugar. Over time, the recipe evolved to include cream cheese frosting, which has become a defining feature of modern carrot cake. Despite its widespread popularity, carrot cake is often misunderstood as being only suitable for springtime or Easter celebrations. However, it can be enjoyed throughout the year and is a versatile dessert that pairs well with coffee or tea. In this video, we'll explore the fascinating history behind carrot cake and why it remains a beloved dessert to this day. By learning about the origins of carrot cake, you'll appreciate its rich cultural significance. Part 2. The traditional narrative of Thanksgiving and turkey has been a staple in American culture for centuries. However, this history is not entirely accurate. The first Thanksgiving took place in 1621 between the English colonists and the Wampanoag Native American tribe. While it featured wild fowl, it was not specifically about turkey. In fact, there are accounts of venison, ducks, geese, and even lobster being served at these early harvest celebrations. The Pilgrims and Native Americans likely had a more diverse menu than we often imagine. The association of turkey with Thanksgiving gained popularity in the mid-19th century through literature and advertising. This marketing push helped solidify the bird's place as the centerpiece of Thanksgiving dinner. Despite this, many people today choose to celebrate Thanksgiving without turkey or opt for alternative main courses. It's essential to recognize that our cultural traditions are often built on complex histories and narratives. By understanding these complexities, we can better appreciate the diversity of American food culture. Part 3. Turkey is still the star of Thanksgiving, but why? There are many compelling reasons to keep the tradition alive. One reason is that turkey has become an integral part of American culture. It's a staple dish that brings families together and creates lifelong memories. Additionally, turkey is relatively affordable compared to other main course options. Many argue that alternative options like ham or roast beef can be just as delicious, but they lack the cultural significance and emotional value of turkey. Furthermore, there are many different ways to cook and season turkey, making it a versatile dish for any occasion. Moreover, the aroma and taste of roasted turkey are hard to beat. In conclusion, while alternative options may exist, turkey remains the king of Thanksgiving main courses. It's a tradition worth preserving. Part 4. In this video, we tested 9 frozen dinner roll brands to see if they can really match the taste and quality of freshly baked rolls. We compared their texture, flavor, and overall performance. Some were surprisingly good, while others fell short. After our testing, we found one brand that stood out from the rest. We'll share the results with you and reveal which brand is the best for your next dinner party or family meal. Frozen dinner rolls can be a convenient alternative to homemade baking, but not all are created equal. In this video, we'll show you how to choose the best frozen dinner rolls for your needs. Our testing revealed some surprising differences between brands. We'll break down our findings and share our top pick for the best frozen dinner roll brand. Whether you're a busy parent or an avid home baker, this video is for you. Part 5. Short video about sweet potatoes, their history, and cultural significance in America. Sweet potatoes have been a staple crop in many American communities for centuries. They were first domesticated by the indigenous people of South America over 7,000 years ago. The Spanish brought them to the Americas in the 16th century. Sweet potatoes played a crucial role in the food supply during the Civil War. They were also an important source of nutrition during World War II. In some African American communities, sweet potatoes are still considered a traditional dish. Today, they are enjoyed around the world for their nutritional value and delicious taste. Sweet potatoes are not just a tasty side dish, but also a symbol of cultural heritage and resilience. Sweet potatoes have been on our plates for thousands of years, and it's time to give them the recognition they deserve. Part 6. The story of the horse and the glass has been a staple in American food history for years, but is it actually true? The myth likely originated from a misunderstanding of the early days of transportation in America. When horses were first introduced to the New World, they were used to pull carts and carriages across rivers. This led to a common misconception that horses could not cross rivers, which was then applied to other situations. However, This claim has been largely debunked by historians. The real story behind the horse and the glass is much more complex and nuanced. It involves the early days of transportation in America, the role of horses in that process, and how myths can form over time. By examining the historical context of the time period, we can gain a deeper understanding of why this myth persists. Furthermore, it highlights the importance of critically evaluating information and not accepting it at face value. Ultimately, the horse and the glass is a great example of how myths can shape our perceptions of history. It also serves as a reminder to always verify information before sharing it with others. Part 7. Lasagna is a beloved Italian dish, but even the most experienced cooks can make mistakes that ruin the entire recipe. Overcooking the noodles can make them too soft and mushy, while underseasoning can result in a bland flavor. Another common mistake is using low-quality cheese, which can lead to a dry and tasteless lasagna. To fix these mistakes, start by cooking your noodles al dente, so they retain their texture and don't become mushy. Use high-quality cheese, such as Parmesan or mozzarella, to add depth and richness to the dish. Finally, season your lasagna with salt, pepper, and herbs to bring out the flavors. By following these tips, you can ensure that your lasagna turns out perfectly every time. With a little practice and patience, you'll be making restaurant-quality lasagna in no time. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced cook, mastering the art of lasagna is a great way to elevate your cooking skills. By avoiding common mistakes, you can take your lasagna game to the next level. Part 8. Carrot cake has a rich history dating back to the 15th century in Europe. The first known carrot cake recipe was found in a 1390s English cookbook. This early version of carrot cake was not sweet like modern versions, but rather savory and spiced. In the 17th and 18th centuries, carrots were used as a cheap alternative to expensive spices. Carrots became a staple ingredient in many desserts, including cakes. The first American carrot cake recipe was published in 1824 by Mary Randolph. Randolph's recipe called for grated carrots, flour, sugar, eggs, and spices. Over time, the recipe evolved into the sweet and moist dessert we know today. The addition of cream cheese frosting became popular in the early 20th century. This iconic combination has remained a staple in American desserts ever since. Carrot cake has become an integral part of American culinary history. Part 9. High-quality, fresh herbs like thyme and sage are essential to a delicious homemade turkey. Use them to create an aromatic rub that enhances the natural flavors of your bird. Thyme pairs particularly well with citrus and spices, adding depth to your stuffing or gravy. Sage complements rich ingredients like onions and celery, making it perfect for a savory turkey dinner. Consider mixing thyme and sage together for a unique flavor profile. You can also experiment with other herbs like parsley, rosemary, or bay leaves. For an extra boost of flavor, try adding some garlic to your rub. A pinch of nutmeg or cinnamon will add warmth and spice to your turkey. Don't forget to season your turkey under the skin as well as on the surface for even distribution of flavors. To make your Thanksgiving turkey truly unforgettable, don't be afraid to get creative with your seasoning blend. Part 10. Teeny's mac and cheese is a perfect example of how social media can take a simple dish to new heights. In the past, macaroni and cheese was often considered a comfort food, but not necessarily a viral sensation. However, with the rise of TikTok, this classic dish has gained massive popularity. The recipe's simplicity and versatility have made it easy for users to create their own versions. From creative twists like adding bacon or broccoli to the original recipe, users are showing off their skills and creativity. This trend is also a testament to the power of social media in shaping food trends. As Teeny's mac and cheese gains more followers, we can expect to see even more variations emerge. The humble dish has finally gotten its due recognition on TikTok. With its creamy sauce and perfectly cooked pasta, it's no wonder why this dish is becoming a favorite among users.